Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome again to a new session of social studies. And if you remember, we were doing fight and play, that is lesson 2 of your chapter. And regarding to that chapter, I have come today in this session with a very interesting history of Olympic Games. So beta, what were basically Olympic Games? The Olympic Games or the ancient games, uh, I'm what I'm going to discuss in this session is the ancient games, that how the Olympic Games basically started, and in the next session, inshallah, we are going to discuss the modern games. So basically, the ancient Olympics. The Olympic Games began over 2700 years ago in 776 BC in Olympia in southwest of Greece. The games were part of a religious festival where were held in honor of Zeus, king of gods, and were staged every 4 years at Olympia. People from all over the Greek world came to watch and take part. So basically, beta, it started as a religious festival. In Greece, basically, they believe in various deities, various gods, and the highest of the gods that they consider is Zeus. And every year, they used to, after every 4 years, they used to stage the Olympic Games in the honor of their god Zeus. And people from all over the Greece, they came to participate in this competition and to watch this competition. So basically, beta, this is Greece, whole of Greece, and this is where Olympia was. Okay, let's move on. So original running track, this was the original running track of the uh, Olympia, and it is in Greece. People used to run here. This was the setting. Okay, now this is the statue of Zeus. Visitors to Olympia stared in wonder as they entered the great temple of Zeus. Inside was a huge statue of the king of the gods sitting on a throne. People called it one of the 7 wonders of the world. The statue was covered in gold and ivory and was 6 times bigger than a man. This was the statue, and it was present in the temple of Zeus, which they considered as the highest of the gods, and it was made of ivory. Ivory is the bone of is the tusk of the elephant, and it is very expensive, and it was all covered in gold and ivory, and it was 6 times bigger than the size of a man, and it was considered as one of the 7 wonders of the world. So beta, the Olympic events. During the ancient games, only young men were able to participate. Men had to play in the without clothes, or very little clothes, which are known as the gymnastic clothes, in order to take part in the Olympic events. Running was the only event at the first games. So when the first games of Olympics were conducted, the only sport that was there was the running. Later on, various sports were added to it. Gradually, more events were added to make 4 days of competition. They included wrestling, boxing, long jump, throwing the javelin, throwing discus, chariot racing. This is chariot racing. There was a horse in the front, and there was a chariot right behind, and there was a racing. In the pentathlon, there were 5 events: running, wrestling, javelin, discus, and long jump. Okay, what were the prizes? In Greece, there was no second place. Only winners were honored. The losers were ignored. Winners were given a laurel wreath for their head and a pot containing olive oil. So what was the prize? The prize was wreath, beta इसे कहते हैं ये पत्तों से बना हुआ ये जो एक है, इसको सर पे पहनाया करते थे, और एक पॉट होता था जिसके अंदर ऑलिव ऑयल होता था, क्योंकि ऑलिव ऑयल इज़ द मेन स्टेपल प्रोडक्शन ऑफ ग्रीस. अच्छा, what about the spectators? About 50,000 people could sit in the stadium. This was the stadium where in Olympia, where the Olympics was held, and 50,000 people could sit and watch the sport. Married women were not allowed into the Olympic Games. It was hot, overcrowded, and the water supply was poor. The games ended with a feast. Lots of oxen were roasted in a giant barbecue. ठीक है. Now, the end of the ancient games ended in 394 AD by the Roman Emperor Theodosius, who was a Christian. He considered them pagan games. So, when did the Olympic Games end? The Olympic Games were ended in 394, and we are discussing about the ancient Olympic Games, not the modern Olympic Games. The ancient Olympic Games were ended in 394 AD by a Roman emperor whose name was Theodosius, and he was a Christian. And why did he finish the Olympic Games? Because he considered them pagan. फैगन मीन्स बेटा मनहूस. वो उनको मनहूस कंसिडर करता था कि ये मनहूस हैं, तो ये नहीं खेली जानी चाहिए. ठीक है. Okay, with this we come to the end of the ancient Olympic Games, beta, and I can continue and I'm going to explain the modern Olympic Games in the next session. Till then, I hope you have enjoyed this session, and you can reread the slides again, and you can enjoy and understand and have a better understanding of the ancient Olympic Games, that how did they start, why did they start, and how were they played, who came to watch it, and what were the prizes, and how did they end, and how they started again, and their name was changed into modern Olympic Games. That is something that I'm going to inshallah explain you in the next session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be waiting for your feedback. Do comment in the comment section and let me know that did you enjoy this slideshow about the ancient Olympic Games. Have a nice day, and remember me in your prayers, and remember your institute, yourself, your parents, your loving ones in your prayers, and let's hope and let's pray that we meet again very quickly in school, so that we can discuss these things face to face. Till then, have a wonderful Ramadan, and a wonderful glorious Eid. Enjoy yourself, keeping the SOPs in your mind. Till then, have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.